we go. Okay. There's a fire in here. There's a trap that is causing fire to spill out. Okay, do we have something that we can move onto that? No, 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 no. Careful, 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 careful. I meant to, like, shove the skeleton on there, but apparently we cannot move a skeleton. Do I have anything in here? Like this bowl that isn't really worth much. Could I just put it on, like... But you know what? First of all, before we do that... Sir Laura, what are you doing? Please be careful. Please be careful. Oh my god. That is risky. Please don't stand on traps like that. That's not what I want to see from my scroll riding a cat skeleton. That's not what I want to see. Okay, you can rain on this thing, and I am going to place. Okay, no, it just goes back on immediately. If I place that on here, it goes off immediately. Wonderful stuff. Okay, so that is at least solved. Now this activates some projectiles, which isn't optimal. But it also opens the door. Now, does a skull open the door as well? It doesn't. Can you lockpick it? Probably not, but it's always worth a try. Because it doesn't take long, and if it works, then that would be fantastic. Oh, it did work. Didn't expect that. Okay, wonderful. Let's go through. Again. Try to turn the camera. It's not how it works in this game. Okay. There's nothing in here. Not enough strength. Okay, this thing must be real heavy. I was trying to plant it in front of the projectile thing, but that wasn't helpful. And there isn't really anything in here that is worthwhile. So this is just kind of a, you know... I mean, not every room in every building will have something useful in it. Because, you know, sometimes rooms are just kind of empty, aren't they? Let's open this one. There's some money. Statue isn't interactable. That's fine. Doesn't need to be. Okay, now let's go around here. There's a zombie in there, which we are probably going to have to fight. I'm willing to do that. I'm gonna save because we got past this skeleton. Oh, you're in a cage.
You approach the still body and see its nostrils flaring. Long dead eyes rise to meet yours. As you lean in close, it lurches forward. Its arms thrash against the cage bars as it tries to reach you. Looks like it hasn't been fed in a very long time.
Okay. Oh, but it doesn't initiate combat where it breaks out after a while. Okay. Now what is this steel banded chest? We're cursed now for 3 turns. Okay. So we should be careful about that one. Can you lockpick it? Probably not, right? That's just kind of my assumption about all locks, unless proven otherwise. I'm gonna try it nonetheless. Oh, this lock cannot be picked. Okay. Worm Tremor skill book. Deals 18 to 20 earth damage to each character in the area. At your command, poisonous worms slither up from the earth, attaching to every character in the area who is not protected by magic armor. Affected character cannot move or teleport, and they receive poison damage each turn. Set entangled for 2 turns, 1 memory slot. Damage is based on your level and receives bonus from intelligence. resisted by magic armor, requires 2 Geomancer, cooldown 5 turns. We could teach that to Fane, right? You have Geomancer. You have 3 Geomancer because we also have the ground projectile here. So we could use that. We could use that. I mean, why not? Let's learn the skill. There we go. There it is. That's an additional skill that doesn't do fire damage, you know? That could be useful. Though, of course, this is also another one we should not use near friends, because I don't really want them afflicted with that. That seems like a bad thing to be on the receiving end of. That is locked, but this seems like a door that we could unlock. Now watch it be not unlockable at our level of thievery. No, it is unlockable. Very good. Let's open that up. And there's a corpse, mutilated corpse. You've got an empty grenade, an empty potion bottle, a bottle of beer, and some gold. Okay. I don't know if I trust the mutilated body beer, but hey, it's always worth a try, isn't it? Oh, this doesn't look pleasant. A torture rack of sorts.
No thanks.
What activated here? Is someone standing on some sort of... Okay, whatever it was, the zombie is activated now. And this is even firing in turn-based mode, which, all things considered, isn't great. Now, the zombie I don't want to be attacking with the worms, because those do poison damage as well. But I could quickly take a look, lob this at it. That would slow it down, so that's good. And it's on fire now, and it took already half of its damage. That is beautiful. Okay, we have 1 action point. This, I don't think would reach the zombie, so let's not bother. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep standing here. The zombie is taking more damage from walking through fire. Yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing that. I'm sure it's gonna do you a world of good. There you go. Keep wandering, brave zombie. Yeah, across the barrier where the fireballs are. Preferably get hit by a fireball. There we go. I still would like to know what activated that. Was it the torture device? Fane, could you loot the zombie? I don't really want to go near the poison. It's raw red meat and an eye. Okay. I don't see another one of those, but that doesn't mean that there isn't one that would activate again. Okay, let's try to walk through there as quick as we can. There we go. Oh, that goes all the way through here, huh? Yeah, that's not great. But what can you do? Anything else good? Legend of the Blood Rose. Let's see what that says. Where did we put that? Oh, we're on Fane right now. Legend of the Blood Rose. Let's... Come on. Ah. There. Read it. Huh? There it is. Legend tells of the most precious rose, the Blood Rose. Prized by kings and men from ancient times, the blood rose grows only in soil suffused with suffering and fertilized with filth. In the days of Braccus Rex, the rose was grown using methods esoteric and vile. The only methods proven to grow the rare blossom. The perfumer Awanel persuaded Braccus to bury the bones of the tortured dead within a deep cave. He sowed the seeds within their emptied skulls, watered with the tears of the tortured living. In such a soil, the blood rose flourished. The scholars say that even today, were you to find this mythical cavern, the roses would grow there still. Now that's wonderful. Now that's just absolutely wonderful. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? Teleportation scroll. Okay, so we can do a teleport whenever we want. Can I move those around? No, okay, doesn't matter. Jar of mind maggots. Delicious. That's exactly what I want in my inventory. What do those mind maggots do? These wonderful little creatures. Except for sell for a lot of money. Like 675 gold for a jar of mind maggots. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep them on me. If anything, for sale. Oh, there's a row of books. Anything in there? There's a book in there. Crafting Bible, part 13. Let's read it. A veritable tome of knowledge teaches you a plethora of handy venturing recipes. 3 recipes learned. Okay, those are some spells, I assume. So which ones are new? It would be... Was it this? Dimensional Bolt Rift. We need a Tormented Soul. That's great. Don't have any of those on hand right now. We need some peppers. We have those. And some paper. And this spell doesn't tell me what it does quite yet, but it could be pretty mean, judging by the name. Dimensional Bolt. Elemental Totem also requires a Tormented Soul. It requires a wooden figurine and some paper, of course. Don't really know what it does, but you know, we'll see eventually. Rallying Cry, okay. That requires garlic, a Tormented Soul, and some paper. Okay, that's nice to have. I'll pick it up for selling it later. What do we have in here? Hubert's Encyclopedia, Volume 21, Warfare. Let's read it. Of warriors. In this long chronicle of the history of people killing each other, the historian Hubert lists every possible form of unmagical combat, including even the memorable occasion on which Vladis Campanel tried to beat her husband to death with the mismatched wooden legs of his most recent mistress. Okay, nice. A sheet of paper. That is good for crafting scrolls, so I'll take that gladly. This row of books is empty, and this one is also empty. Now, how do we stop this fire thing? Can we cannot shoot this, I assume. Did we check in the desk if there's something? Hello? Ah, sheets of paper. Very nice. Okay, so we could craft some scrolls that way. Let's just quickly get through there. Well, damage was blocked by magical armor, so that is fine. Oh, and it stopped because we left the room, I assume? Then I'll close the door. There we go. No need for that to keep firing on us. Ah, there's a door over here. Let's see. Anything good there? It's locked. Come on now, Fane. I'm sure you can do that. Oh, there's also a pathway through, potentially. And if all else fails, we can still teleport. So it's not like we're out of options. It's unlocked with our bony fingers. That's just wonderful. Like, it's very useful to have an undead with you, huh? Oh, it's just a rat scurrying about. That's neat. Don't have any issues with rats. Oh, there's a cave entrance of sorts. Or maybe a... No, it's just another area that's a bit more wild. There's a well. The skeleton is level 18 and has 1,989 health. Let's hope it stays there and doesn't reawaken. Bolitas. Oh, that's a mushroom, right? There's a bucket and there's a well. Let's interact with the well.
You approach a decrepit well and stare down into its toothless black mouth. No sooner has your head crossed the rim than weak voices begin to echo from the depths.
Thirst, dry throats, drink, water, water.
I'm not gonna drink water from the well, right? Or do they want water down in the well? I don't know.
The well remains as dark and dry as it was, and still the voices beg for water.
Okay, the well is dry. I was wondering if the voices from the well were like, oh, your throats are so dry. How about some water? You know, that was my other worrying thought. I don't think I can throw water down there. Do I have water? I just drank 2 water bottles, unfortunately, so I don't really have them on me to throw them down the well. Bucket with water. Combine with the well?
The well remains as dark and dry as it was.
Okay, I can't put the put the buckets of water into the well and like lower them down. But this room has to be about something, right? I mean, there's a bucket, but that's just the helmet.
The well remains as dark.
Wait, there was another
The
thing
well
down here. What's
remains
this?
as dark and dry as it was, and
Inven-
still the voices beg for water.
Can I select like a bucket of water here and maybe send it down or something? Where were the buckets of water? Here. Okay, no, that just shows me my inventory and not to interact with other stuff. Okay, well, whatever. That, well, we will have to deal with later if there's anything relevant here, or if that's just, you know, another display of the cruelty of Braccus Rex, that he's got people locked down in a, you know, in a dried out well. Could just be a display of his cruelty. Not, you know, ruling that one out. Okay. There's a skeleton with a lot of health. And it is empty. But my camera did a jerking motion, so I was like, oh no, is it attacking me now? Now this gate looks like I cannot quite get past it. Does not quite seem possible to do so. What do we have here? Fossil Strike, okay. Let's take it. Can you learn Fossil Strike? So we would have something a bit more ranged, or is that beyond your capabilities? It requires Geomancer. Learn it. There you go. You can now do a ranged magical attack. That seems useful. An antique key. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take
What
it.
do you find?
Sure is. Okay. In here there was nothing, right? Right. The skull we can't interact with. I'm not gonna steal the paintings. Seems like a bit of a waste. Now how do we interact with this?
The air around the glowing relic thrums with power, as the source barrier quietly crackles in the background.
You reach out to touch the relic, you take a rock and smash the relic, summon elemental magic against the relic, call up your source powers and focus them on the relic. I have some source on me. Gonna do a quick save just in case I waste them here.
The hum of the relic grows louder, and bright light starts to spill from its runes. Cracks start to spread across the surface, and it shatters like glass.
Wonderful. That works. So, lesson. Never waste the source you have on you, unless it's like in like great supply, you know? If you have like 1 or 2, maybe don't use them because they might be necessary keys for doors that seem, you know, quite important. Anything in the vase? Okay, there's a chain lightning book. That's a source spell, requires arrow surge 3. Shoots a stunning bolt of lightning that forks up to 8 times in an 8-meter radius and deals 33 to 36 air damage to each target. Okay. Arrow Surge 3 required. That seems like a Feign spell, if you ask me. Or maybe a Losa spell. I mean, those are my two spellcasters. Well, no. Beast has spells as well. Let's take that. I'll keep the book as is for now. I don't have enough source to really use that stuff anyways, but yeah, it I'm not really in a hurry to use the book. I can wait. Ooh, what's this? Okay, they require finesse 12. I don't think anyone has that. +1 telekinesis. Okay. I mean that's pretty good armor levels for leather gloves. I don't think anyone has finesse 12. Oh great. Let's pick that up and move away from the poison. And take a look at it here. What's this one? This requires strength plus 10% water resistance plus 1 two-handed. Level 6 requires strength 11. That is strictly better than my gloves. I'll pick him up.
It's been cursed.
Plus, I'm the one using two-handed. Now, does anyone have finesse? You have finesse 11. You have finesse 10. You have finesse 10. Nobody else can use the other gloves right now. But I just switched out some gloves, so you keep your teleportation gloves. What are yours? 3-9. Mine were 8-2. That seems worse. Also, mine requires strength 11. Yours are 3 physical armor. Yours are now obsolete. You get the better ones. There you go. Wonderful. That poison doesn't frighten me. Let's see. Nothing in the barrels. Yeah, that makes sense. Anything in the chest? Oh my, that looks good. Unidentified staff. Let's identify it then. It's plenty. Plentity. That's 19 to 23 fire staff with 150 critical damage, plus 2 intelligence, plus 6 initiative, plus 14 critical chance, and it gives Staff of Mages. Now that seems very good. It seems very good. One of the two is definitely going to use that one. I don't really want to give it to Feign because I want some electricity on the regular attack just in case someone is resistant, is very resistant to fire. Maybe Losa? We'll see. There's a small flame rune, magical combat dagger. It's a dagger, 12 to 13 physical damage, requires finesse 12. None of us can really use it. Some nice amounts of gold and some poison arrows. Also, speaking of weapons like that, where was the which was the weapon that we got earlier on? This one, the one-handed. Oh, Demon Fury and Deathblade are pretty similar in damage output. Both give +1 strength. 10% to set acid hasn't really happened a lot of the time yet. Plus 25 cleave damage. Well, the other one does plus 7% critical chance and plus 15% cleave damage. I think I'll take the Demon Fury over the Deathblade. There you go. That's switched around. If I wanted to give up the defenses here and instead of a shield gave him 2 of them, that would also be quite strong, I feel like, but I do like having the shield. Especially because we can just say shields up at some point and recover some armor. That seems quite useful. Anything in the vase here? No. I don't think there's gonna be much in that regard. No, nothing here. Oh, there's a toy wooden block worth 1 money. Okay, that's fine. I don't think there's a lot in here, except for the great things we found in the in the coffins, of course. So let's move on. The rat just kind of looked at us and decided it didn't really want any part of us. Wait, there's a game. Oh, great. Did not see that in time. Well, you're gonna quickly grab from my inventory. Well, no, that's not necessary. It's not necessary to open it. From my inventory, you're gonna grab the, where is it? The bedroll. Ah, I see it now. There it is. The bedroll moves into Fane's bag. Fane uses the bedroll, and we give it back. There we go. All right. Much better. What? Deceased. Is that gonna wear off at some point? Am I just gonna... Do we just have that now? Please tell me that's on a timer. That's awful. Or do I cure it with this? Do I need sauce to cure this? Oof. This is bad. This is real bad. Not gonna lie, this is really, really bad. Okay. I'd prefer not to be deceased. You know, because now healing probably... Oh, cured by Fortify, Bless, and First Aid. Fortify. Do I have a scroll of that? If I had First Aid, we could go back for that. Do I have a scroll of Fortify? I don't think so. Do I have a book of Fortify? Provoke. Let's sort by type. See if we have anything of that ilk. It would be Fortify would be Geomancy, right? That's a teleportation scroll. Chain lightning, searing daggers. That's all fire. That's infect, pin down, provoke, bleed fire. That does not seem good. Not gonna lie. Anything over here? Tactical retreat. That's also not really what I'm looking for right now. Okay. Okay, Fortify, Bless, or First Aid. This is Bless, right? Yeah, so either I get a source point, or I go back to Ifan, switch out some people, give myself First Aid from Ifan, and then switch them back around. Something like that. That could be done. Or I find Fortify somewhere. I don't think anyone has that, right? I had that as a scroll at some point, but I think I used it. I think I used it against some Magisters, right? I think so. Let's go through here nonetheless.